Do another little video of the KTM 690 smcr. So we'll just do a bit of commentary as I go along. We'll just take it for a ride. Just going down a few back roads on it. There we go. It's fairly tight little back lanes, but a bit bumpy, a bit of gravel about. Yeah, they're sort of ideal for this sort of thing. They've got quite an addictive sound to them. I don't know if the camera's going to pick up the sound so well, but when you're riding them it is quite good. It's a bit greasy under these trees, but these bikes have got traction control and what have you, they sort themselves out. You maybe can't see how bumpy it is on these roads, but this suspension does a really good job of ironing out all the bumps. It's a bit of tight track. Yeah, they're quite good little roads, these. Out in the countryside. It's not the sort of road you'd come down on a sports bike, but if you've got an adventure bike or something like that, you know, still enjoy them. The thing I would say about this urban adventure bike for these sort of things is it's so light. You've got fantastic brakes, you've got really long travel on the suspension. They do a 690 equivalent of this, the adventure one, which has got bigger wheels. You know, a lot of people might prefer that. I prefer the supermoto style myself, but I'm sure the adventure version's just as good. I suppose the advantage, if you've got the adventure version, you can enjoy the green lanes as well. A few birds about. Whoa, nearly. Yeah, I think a lot of the farmers breed these and then let them go. There's like hundreds of them, literally hundreds of them are down here. And then people come and pay to shoot them, but I think they're fairly tame, so they ain't going to take a lot of shooting. I think that's about it. Actually, I think I'll go that way. Somebody's house. Yeah, there's some great scenery around here. I mean, this is such a nice bike to ride. I'd be tempted to buy the adventure version as well. That'd be, I reckon that'd be good fun on the green lanes. Keep you out of trouble in winter. This has got a quick shifter up and down. I mean, like now you can, I usually sort of 50-50 really. If I'm just tooling like this, I tend to still use the clutch. If you're on, you know, more the A roads, faster corners and that sort of thing, I'll use a quick shifter. I've seen on a few of the reviews and forums when I was looking at buying one of these, they were going on about false neutrals. So when I ran this in, I don't know if it made any difference or not, but I just used the clutch until it was running, and then I started using the quick shifter. And I think in all the time I've had it so far, I've had one false neutral. It's like using the downshifter, you know, coming up to slow corners like this is fantastic. It's very smooth. But if you want to upshift, again, I only use the quick shifter when we're going on about, you know, shifting gears, it's usually when I'm, you know, revving it fairly high. Whether you get your false neutrals if you're just using the quick shifter all the time, and you maybe using it at slow speeds, you might possibly get a neutral. Under load like this, it goes in really easy, and when you're slowing down, it goes in really easy. But if I'm off steady away like this, I'll tend to just use the clutch. I can't really think of anything negative about this bike other than, I suppose, you know, if this is your second bike and you're buying it for this use that I'm using it for, I haven't really got any negatives. But if this was your only bike, you could most probably come up with loads of negatives, you know, because you'd be using it for everything. So I don't think I would buy this bike if it was my only bike. I think I'd, you know, you're most probably better with a 790 or an 890 Duke or something like that if it's your only bike, you know, something that'll do a bit of everything. But for me, using it for what I use it for, absolutely fantastic. Obviously, if anything goes wrong with this whilst I'm owning it, I'll do a little video of if anything goes wrong. So far, so good. And the bumps, virtually, it's like they don't exist anymore. I'll come down here on one of my sports bikes, some of these roads, and see if the video will show it up, the difference. On this, it just does not feel like there is any bumps. You can see your mudguard and the forks going up and down over all the bumps, but in the seat, there's nothing, just levels the bumps. These little back roads around here, you've got to be a bit careful of the water runs out of the fields down some of the banks and washes the stones, the little gravel onto the centre lines. And when you're on a bike, it's usually just where you want to be. So you just try and look a bit ahead. Like there, look at all these stones here in the middle here. So I'll just keep it tight. So you can always slow down. I mean, this bike, on the roads like this, you've got loads of gravel about, big potholes, big bumpy roads, and it's still actually a joy to ride down these roads. Where normally you'd cut through here on one of my other bikes and you'd be just thinking you can't wait to get back to the main road again. Bit of air. Again, the camera's most probably not picking up all the bumps, but this is a very uneven road. Well, I hope you've enjoyed that little video. I'll post another one up on some different roads.